Alright, let's see if this will go. Do 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 do. Ba da 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 da. Ba ba da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. Do da do da do da ba do da 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 da. Streamlabs. Oh, almost forgot to turn you off. Boop. And now you just get to sit on the charger for the next couple hours. So, get out. Go, 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 go. Come on, come on, go, 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 go. Now I'm with you now. And it's just me. Yeah, continue. This is not the first time I've used this one. Boom. Yeah, I'm fine. All right, I think we are ready to go. Okay, go, 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 go. Go! It's a go! Just disable. And that one. And live. Not Livestream. Live. There we go. Boop. Woo! All right. There we go. There we go. It should be working now. Yay! Woo! Hello! Hello, comma. Hello, V. Welcome, Farfalla. All right. Now that's what I call a ghostwriter, comma. All right, perfect. I need to redo Discord, but other than that, it's fine. How's everyone doing today? Oh, squeaky chair makes a comeback. There we go, much better. Need to do a thing before I forget about how to do that. Do. Save files, apps, event cord. There we go. Redo that thing. Perfect. You get sent to the Shadow Realm. You close Discord. Restart. And that. And that. And nope, not Steam. Steam, get the hell out of here. Exit. You finally fix your games. Woo! I saw. Oh no, I'm not muted. Hold on. Discord, stop, please. Just do not. Yes. Forever. Yeah, I don't know. It's disable. And there we go. Everything is working perfectly now. Yay. Everything's going good. Everything's going pretty good. Just survived another week of work. All 50 hours of it, so woo. Yesterday was actually a pretty chill day. I was panicking a little bit when it's like, oh yeah, you have 2 roach treatments and a bed bug. All within like before noon, and I'm just like, oh no. And then I was supposed to also have a trainee come with me that day. They didn't show up, so I'm like, okay, I won't have a helper, but I also won't have someone slowing me down, so I can just keep going fast. The two roach treatments, one was a vacant unit, so I didn't have to talk to anyone, which makes them go so much faster. And then the bed bug, turned out it wasn't a whole house, it was just a bunch of furniture and a storage unit, so I got that taken care of. So it was actually a pretty chill day, all things concerned. Yeah, it's been kind of forever since I've had any of those kinds of jobs. Honestly, out of all of them, roaches and box elders pay the largest amount. Funny enough, even though bedbugs take just so much longer. You were dealing with nettles while wearing shorts? Oh, dude, why? Why would you do that to yourself? One of the funny things I didn't realize until I started this job is that, oh yeah, so yeah, you're going to be wearing long sleeves in the summer while running around outside, and it's polyester, can't be anything else because for protection. And I'm just like, oh no. And everyone I told that to was also like, oh no. It's not as bad as everyone thinks it is. It means I don't really get a sunburn, although it is really hot. Forgot nettles grow around this time of year and it was supposed to be boiling yesterday. Who's a psycho wearing sleeves in summer? Welcome, Papyrus. That would be anyone that works in pest control and anyone that doesn't want to get sunburned as well. Like, actually, funny enough, Cy, the home inspector down in Arizona, he wears long sleeves in Arizona heat. I don't know why. He's even crazier than I am. If your new hire showed up when I volunteer my helper for bullshit that I want nothing to do with. Oh gosh, that is absolute, especially going into crawl spaces. Those are the worst. Kills, not my knees, funny enough, it kills my wrists anytime I go into crawl spaces. You wear long sleeves in Arizona because of the sun? Exactly. Exactly. And I wear long sleeves in pest control because you don't want that chemical to come into contact with your skin for that long. It's fine for like short amount of time, but you don't really want it to be on. So it's not only long sleeves, it's rubber gloves as well. Like the thick, like not thick rubber gloves, but like almost like the kitchen rubber gloves, like when you do dishes and you got those thick. It's that kind of rubber, one that is perfectly watertight, not breathable whatsoever, and it just absolutely sucks. The lion cares not for the caustic chemicals on its arms. I'm indoors so I can get away with short. Nice. Honestly, I feel that I'm like, it's weird because the longer I'm at this job, I'm like, maybe I want to wear long sleeves, like casually. Because, yeah, they suck, but hey, keeping the sun off of you is great. There are people just be like, oh man, you must get really great tans because you're just outside all day. I'm like, nope, just as white as ever, because, or just as pale as ever, because no sun is touching my arm unless I go outside after I get off of work, which actually doesn't really affect it that much because it's setting by the time I'm off of work. So there's that. And I'm not even getting like a tan line between my arms and my hands because anytime I'm outside for long periods of time, I'm wearing gloves. So no tan. Like it's only my face and not even much of that because I have a beard to protect that part from sun exposure. I have a hat for my forehead and I wear big sunglasses because And I have to wear big sunglasses because they're the only ones that fit over my glasses. Paisley van. Do you see this fur? It is completely white. Like this is why what do you expect? A fucking desert dwelling burb horse. Of course I'm going to be going to be as pale as humanly possible. Equinely? As pale as equinely possible. Funny enough, that reminds me of one of my friends during his D&D campaign. They were doing, I think, one of the Pony Finder campaigns, and he was a changeling. So they were in a desert, and the heat was just baking his exoskeleton. So he transforms into a diamond dog, and then he's like, "Oh God, why did I have to pick something with fur?" And apparently, in that campaign, he could have turned into a sand dog, which is more reptilian in nature and doesn't have an insulating layer of fur on it. I thought you dyed it to fit in. No, 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 no. That's gosh, I need to draw this one of these days. But I was like, I wanted to do a backstory of my character redesign, and it's my pre-redesign character, which was just a white pone with black mane, and through some event falls onto like falls into like a stack of black paint, black paint cans, gets some stuck on his hooves and on his muzzle, and as he's trying to fling them off, he gets the spots in his coat, and finally gets it off, and like, ta-da! That's how that's how his redesign coloration's done. No idea what I had in mind for the wings, but help! I've fallen into paint and I can't get it out. Yeah, I don't even think the Donald Duck's dog laundry would have helped with that kind of mess. Which I got randomly recommended that short, like, or not short, but that video. Gosh, I can't even say video because that feels too modern. That cartoon, like, because it's just free on YouTube. Funny enough, I'm surprised Disney let YouTube get away with that. But it's great. Love Donald Duck. Did you hear he like turned like 90, like he's like 97 now? I can't believe it. Or it's 92 or 97, I can't remember. Well, great stuff. But anyway, shall we get the party started? Yeah, my original plan for today was to get done with a lot of uh, bullshit early today, and then for like the last half hour before stream to edit one of the chapters that has already been recorded. That didn't happen. Eventually, I will touch those old recordings and clean them up and paste them, because it's like 5 now that I have just recorded. They just need to be edited at this point. And I've reworked my editing workflow, so it should be super easy, barely an inconvenience. I just don't feel like it. My original plan, nuh-uh. What do you mean, nuh-uh? Like, I woke up pretty late today. I didn't get out of bed till 8. But regardless, I woke up with plenty of time to do everything. And then people were calling me, and I had other things to do. And then I was going to do it, and then I'm like, gosh, underneath my desk is just a disaster because I haven't cleaned it in a month. And so that sidetracked me as well. So I was like, oh crap, I have 5 minutes till stream and I'm just panic booting up all the programs that I use. And now we're here. And that's the day of the life of me trying to do a stream on Sunday. Yes, because of the Spyro 4 announcement, I'm playing Reignited Trilogy. Oh, nice. You know, I never played the Reignited Trilogy. I remember playing either the first or second game as a kid on my brother's PS1. I remember also getting super hard stuck at one point. Can't remember which one, but I think it was like, oh, you need to collect all these gems to unlock the next dragon statue or something. And then I'm like, I am going all over this map and I'm not finding like the 10 more things that I need to unlock this next dragon statue. That I don't know what I'm doing. And honestly enough, I still have no idea what I'm doing. Like, man, when I heard the Ocarina of Time remaster announcement, I was like, "Oh, cool! Maybe I'll be able to finally beat that whale." Because, gosh, I never could figure out how Jabu Jabu worked. I mean, I fed and by how Jabu Jabu worked, I mean not feed him the fish to get inside. I did that. It was navigating the dungeon. I just ended up running around in circles for like 3 hours as a kid. So maybe I might be able to figure it out with my big brain time now. Still haven't gotten it on that. Actually, no, I do have it on emulator, but I haven't gotten that far in the story yet. And I haven't played it for months, so I've probably forgotten all the keybinds at this point. If you can't figure that out, you'll love the water temple. As far as I've heard, the water temple's like not that bad. It's just annoying because you have to keep on unequipping and re-equipping like your boots. So I don't know if it's going to be that bad, but I won't know. I probably won't be able to play it on the remaster version because it's only for Switch. And I don't want to own a Switch. I'm good not owning a Switch. I just remember the keybinds. Gosh. No, I'm too busy playing Cozy Train Game. It's a lot of backtracking. That's also what I heard. I mean, I also remember watching a 100% playthrough of it way long ago by Steven Plays. And he did a 100% playthrough of the whole thing. And then I watched his 100% playthrough of Twilight Princess. Great games. Don't remember a single thing after that, though. But he made everything look fairly tame, honestly. Oh wait, hold on. It's almost time. Hold on. I just need a moment of silence so I can get the first words of recording. Wahahaha. Are my keybinds different now? Oh no, I have to edit keybinds on because I reinstalled this. All right, shortcuts. Record. Control space. Yep. Audacity, why do you gotta do this to me? I thought I had you already. And then you just decided no? Hold on. Let me figure out how this is supposed to work. Is Control R something else? Oh, it just didn't save it. Set. All right. All right, that should make it work now. Audacity. What the hell? No. There's only one track activated right now, and it's this one. What are you doing? What are you What are you doing? Why? Why? Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's why? I don't get it. I don't understand why this does not want to record onto this area. And it's solo. Stop recording over there. Why are you recording on both the other ones at the same time? Oh my god. What? Why? Why? If someone knows Audacity, can they explain why this is doing what it's doing? Alright, I'm restarting Audacity. Maybe I'll figure... Yeah, save. God. I've never seen it do that before. Because God says you can't record today. I mean, you might be right, because I don't know what's going on. Recent... who's on first? Okay, I'm selected here. No! Why? What are you talking about? Why? Gosh, I can't even blame Linux because it's not. Maybe I just need to mute the other tracks. Just mute them wholesale. No, it's not. What? Why? No reading for you. Also, well, but why though? This is why I am confused. I have never had problem. I have never had problem with these before, and now it is problem. Format? No? 32-bit? Yeah, no, they are... Why? Generate. Add new. Mono track. What? Is this like a... Hold on. Let me check preference again. Maybe it's thinking I want to record in stereo. Even though every single track on here should be mono. Save the recording. No track number, pre-roll. No. Stereo microphone. Channel. Mono. There we go. Okay, hold on. There we go. Hey! It took it long enough. You're not going to get your wish, Farfalla. There will be some reading tonight. Let me just remind myself where I am, though, before I go and do some things. And... actually, that's just solo. Audio 2. Why was it recording in stereo? I've never recorded in stereo before. I don't know. Just things. And the best kind, I offered, daring to look up. All right, perfect. Wait. Okay, so let's see. There we go. Okay, hold on. The best cut, one of a kind. Oh no, I just realized my reader isn't smooth scrolling. It is it is jumping pages. That is throwing me off so hard right now. So instead of reading, have you been able to do anything with your Linux laptop? There was echo when you read that. Yeah, it's because the output audio is going through my headphones instead of my microphone. It should be fixed now. Hold on. Now I need to preferences on the book reader. Scrolling behavior. Screens full. Show scroller? Why not? Clicking on margins. Yeah. Oh, come on. It's still doing it. It's the devil that you forgot. Hey, it's your conscience. We haven't spoken a lot. Scrolling behavior. Screenfuls instead of pages? That doesn't sound like the one I want. But it's just auto hide. Okay. Touch behavior, selection, scrolling. Yeah, page layout. Let's see if that does anything. Nope, that's still doing things. Preferences again. It should be under colors. Yep, that's what I figured. Page layout, page flow, flow mode. There we go. There we go. And now scrolling behavior. Let's see if this works. Hey! There we go. There we go. Ha ha! We have solved the technical issues. The devil you know tech issues is better than the devil you don't. Nox actually reading. That's messed up, but it's true though. Oh, excuse me. Okay. With that out of the way, uh, please say my recording device is right. Okay. All right. Okay. Are we good now? Anything else going to explode? Okay. We have solved the tech issues. Famous last words. Yeah, no, you're right. I absolutely just jinxed myself. Nox, do you cosplay? I've thought about cosplaying. I do not have muns to cosplay, though I am thinking next time I go to a convention, I am going to buy a purple bandana so I can more match my character. So if you see a creeper hooding full of buttons with a purple bandana at a PonyCon, that's me. It's a Nox. It's going to be such a hot outfit, but hey, I love it, especially all the buttons. Such is the suffering of a creative. Yeah, that's true. Just like get more muns, gosh. So now every time Farfalla says anything with gosh at the end, I'm is just automatically reading as Valley Girl now. You have been warned, but maybe you want to do it. You can do it cheap enough. I made a Joshua Graham cosplay for like $50, and the most of that was in the airsoft vest and a toy 911. Nice, very nice. I just don't go to. I just don't know what I would cosplay as. So I just mostly go for the fun of it, and I have a specific con look to me, so that way anyone will recognize me. In fact, one of the vendors, um, one of the vendors I did, I talked to at Everfree last year. Uh, she recognized me. I used to be one of her patrons before I stopped having enough money to be one of her patrons, unfortunately. Uh, but I was chatting with her. I'm like, "Oh yeah, it's my first comeback since like before the pandemic." And she was like, "Wait, that long? I swear I saw you like last year." So it's fun going back to the con scene after not being a part of it since like 2019 with like the last BronyCon. What would you go as? Something you never otherwise would be someone who reads. Welcome, Seth. Welcome to the madhouse, Seth. Um, Snexin. So, gosh. So, thing is I don't consume a lot of media outside of very niche, very like hyper niche topics, mostly horse related. So, hmm, I would almost, if I could choose any cosplay I could go, it would either be Van Helsing or not Van Helsing, Alucard from Van Helsing, specifically specifically the Team 4-star dubbed version, uh, or oh gosh, what's the other one that I had in mind? Or just honestly go as Idol and see how many people clock that I am actually Idol, not just a changeling in guard armor. Just woke up a few minutes ago. Well, greetings, Seth. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully, you're in for a fun day. Imagine you as an Uma. Gosh, I. So, thing is about the Uma, I don't watch enough anime to know exactly everything about Uma. All I know about Uma is one person in another Discord that they pretty much identify as Golden Ship. So don't go on any enthusiastic walks. I don't know. He said he was going to go on a walk. Oh man, so like there's so many characters that would be really cool to cosplay as. I just don't feel like I could get into character for those cosplays because cosplays have kind of like that notation of like you really get into it. Like I'm remembering way back when Adam Savage said that one of his first times cosplaying he was a no face and he was giving out like chocolate coins and whatnot, holding them in his palm and just like little chocolate coins for everyone. And he just got very into that, especially when someone like took a coin and then like specifically like handed it back to him. Out to get milk the moment he starts reading. I could probably get into Alucard's character. Oh yeah, that's fair. Oh, actually, no, strike that. Not Alucard from Van Helsing, although that would be a very fun cosplay. It would be Dracula from Castlevania, because I just love how much of a menace he is. I definitely couldn't pull off floating vampire Jesus, but I could probably definitely fit into the hulking monstrosity that is season 1 Dracula. Adam Savage cosplays. Yeah, I think it was like on one of his tested like story time stream clips that he was asking if he ever cosplays, and he's like, "Oh yeah, one of his first, he loves cosplaying. In fact, he always wants to go to a convention in cosplay, and just for the fun of it. And no face was his very first one. You must be the Belmont." Like that is honestly such a great line. And I love even when like Tumblr like broke down that scene even more, and it's just like, now which humans are batshit insane enough to see the face of death incarnate and tries to punch it twice, and then and it's like, it's the Belmonts. Hey, how you doing, buddy? How's the family? Dracula gets decked. His mustache doesn't even get touched. Dracula just went from more humans I have to fight to, it's a Belmont. I get to enjoy this. It really is. I need to finish watching that show. God, I saw up to the end. I saw the first 2 seasons because that was all that was out on Netflix at the time. I binged it over the course of like a day and a half, and I just watched it the entire time. I'm like, this is fantastic. No, the show's over. There's no more to watch. And then I heard that they did more seasons, and I just haven't gotten into the binging mood to finish off the show. You can literally hear the life coming back into his voice. Exactly. It's so much fun. There's only one family enough who's crazy enough to deck me and continue to punch. Yeah, that's funny enough is Castlevania is how I found the Overly Sarcastic podcast when they did a detailed diatribe on on Dracula specific. They were supposed to pick one villainous scene, and they were like, "Hold on, we have all these great ideas, but hear me out. You must be the Belmont." Yeah, holy shit, we have to do. You must be the Belmont, because it Dracula is such a fantastic character in that show. He just caves Trevor's ribs in. That didn't need to happen. He did it just for the love of the game. Oh, absolutely. And it's so funny. It almost looks like an animation mistake, but it's so true. It's just like not even his hair is disturbed. Like there's no wind coming off of Trevor's two decks. Doesn't even brush aside any hair. It's just a fucking stone wall that he punches twice and then punched him back once and just almost completely kills him. And oh gosh, and I even love when they go over. It's just like, yeah, everyone else is just like trying to survive. Only Alucard can actually stand up to Dracula. And the rest are just like, yay, I'm helping the rest of the fight. So why did they decide to make Alucard totally insane there via the relatively sane Castlevania one? Or don't you mean Dracula? Because yeah, well, like it's all in the backstory. Like it's so it's so good. But yeah, like I feel like this is a Dracula after the original Castlevania games. It feels like that just because um I mean, granted, I've never played any of the Castlevania games, so take this with a huge grain of salt. But it's just like Ca- Dracula in the Castlevania games are ones that he's just he's just kind of also bored at doing it for the fun of it, and before he meets basically the love of his life, and then like that grief making him depressed and saying this isn't revenge, it's the world's longest suicide note. Oh, gosh, that their heart to heart in his like childhood room. So good. I also love what Overly Sarcastic Podcast did the whole like, and then as they go in, as he goes in to hug Alucard, uh, the dynamic duo shows up, sees, oh no, he's going to attack him, and stabs in the back, killing him. Oh, that's going to be something great to uncover in therapy when it gets invented in 2,000 years. The best edit of that is the one with the squeaky hammer effects. Oh, that's great. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, yep. Such a great show. If Idol was in the Castlevania universe, which character would he be? Because I feel like Idol would be like the leader of the speakers. And we're specifically talking about the show because that's the only part of Castlevania that I actually know anything about. But I feel like it would be the grandfather to the main girl of the speakers, not like a main character himself, but just in the background doing batshit insane stuff, but with the air of I know exactly what I'm doing and I'm letting fate take its course. Never before have I needed something so badly and not known I before knowing of it. Never watch it. Welcome, Warlord. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, we're just kind of geeking out about Castlevania right now. I don't know how we got on this conversation, but I'm all for it. I also love how you can almost take any screenshot of that show and it just turns into a shit post. Like, there's your fucking floating vampire Jesus. I could give him a bucket of piss and tell him it's beer. Idol would never willingly be a main character. That is exactly true. That's why I'm like, he would probably be someone of significance. That's why I say the grandfather of the speaker, because he is there to do his job, whether or not the townspeople want him to be there for him to do his job, because he is doing the right thing at the end of the day, and he kind of nudges things into place so that someone can go rescue his daughter and fulfill a prophecy, because he knows that he shouldn't be the one to do it. God, he would never willingly want to be part of a prophecy, but if he could help it along a little bit, I mean, then that it's all in Harmony's design. The other character might be Alucard. I could somewhat see him as Alucard as well. Just for the fact of him kind of being bored and then just kind of being bored, ready to testing these people that he just barely met without ever knowing what they're on about, and is just like, all right, you passed the test, let's go kill my father, let's go. Just like straight to the point, let's get on with it. He gets forced into main character. Exactly. Topaz in that universe is part of the Belmonts. Absolutely, she would be part of the Belmonts. Oh no, I'm running out of water. This is disastrous. I might have to flee for a second to get a refill. Yeah, no, Alucard, or sorry, Idol would either be Alucard or the leader of the speakers. If someone has a better idea, let me know. Topaz, part of the Belmont family lineage, would be fantastic. Then get more water. It's downstairs, and then I'd have to abandon stream, and then people would just be like, I don't know, burn the chat down if I wasn't here to keep somewhat of an eye on it. And then I'd have to use my water to put out the fire in the chat, and then I still wouldn't have any water. And yes, now I'm at the point where I'm just actually stalling me reading because I realized the next line is Luna, and I haven't done Luna's voice in ages. Nox chair stream. You can't even see my chair. I don't know what the point of... You wouldn't even be able to see things. It's not like you can grab a drawing of a chair. Not that quick. As far as Idol is concerned, his story is an addendum to explain background events. True. See, even Nox refuses to allow Nox to read. Only because it's been probably over a year since I've had to do a Luna impression. I will give it a best shot, though. Alright, so let's see. So Celestia's over here. And I believe Luna is above here? Let us see. The nightmares? I believe she's a little bit more far back than that. Ah, yes, the nightmares. There we go. I believe this is what I chose for Princess Luna. It's been a while, though. That's what you should do, a third VTuber pose that comes in when you haven't spoken in long enough, and it's just a picture of your chair that replaces your horse. I I still need to redesign my VTuber model because it's outdated now. I don't have the bandana on anymore. I see the bottom left picture is the fully new design of my OC, complete with bandana. But my VTuber does not have bandana, and he kind of looks naked. I didn't realize that even despite him never wearing clothes for years, now decided he has a bandana on and he's missing it, he feels naked now. The new AU about Topaz becoming a changeling queen. Exiles find out and try and join her hive, only for Idol to fend them off because he put a ring on it. Is hilarious. Guess you need to spend time to make that bandana. I've tried, but I also kind of want to redesign the whole the whole look of him again, even though it's going to take hours. It's going to take hours to redesign Equinox to have a, not only bandana but to make him more into a shape that I like. For some reason, I don't got a chat on YouTube, so I'll be messaging here. Well, hello, King Buggo. Sorry that you can't chat. I'm not moderating, so I don't know why YouTube's just being a butt about it or something. One of a... Oh, hold on. I forgot. We are soloing this adventure. One of a kind. What? I said solo. What? Does solo not mean nothing? Mute? Mute? There we go. That's what I thought. Okay. One of a kind. Oh, hold on. I need to get back into Luna. Luna needs to... Yeah, Luna is a little bit more lighthearted than her sister, which is funny. Only Idol gets to worship Topaz. He'll complain otherwise. One of a kind. I have ne'er bobbed for apples with the common folk, nor played spider toss, and certainly never taken a hayride. Twilight is so delightfully eager to share such events that it never even occurred to her that perhaps I only intended to oversee such festivities. It was a delight. Far from being terrified that Nightmare Moon shall rise again, they have made mock of her, turning her into a scary story for the little ones and an excuse to prevent them from consuming too much candy. She offered me a hollowed gourd with a face painted on it, and I dutifully took a caramel. I believe Idol would say caramel, even though I would pronounce it as caramel. She offered me a hollowed gourd with a face painted on it, and I dutifully took a caramel. It was everything I could have hoped for, far more than I had any right, and if you had not convinced me to act a fool, I would have been a dignitary, someone sent by my sister to provide a presence, but now? I need to redo that one because I forgot just! Ah! Why do you think he... Scuff Pone. Why do you think he'd say caramel? You mean the proper pronunciation? Listen, it's caramel. Caramel. And Idol would say caramel because he would think it sounded more proper to pronounce every single letter than it would be to actually say it right. It's like the whole thing between doer and dower. They're both technically correct. It's just a locational accent. How much? Hold on, I think that's Google Translate. Caramel. I love how it redid Farfella saying caramel into saying how much. That is very funny. Imagine him reading Petrosaur names. the proper the proper pronunciation is not quite burnt sugar. And honestly, you know, I'm kind of in towards the camp of is pronounce caramel, especially when you're talking about the pony as caramel. If you want to be fancy, we're talking about the mare version of caramel. Caramel and caramel, both they're both background characters. One's a stallion, one's a mare, and that's how it has to be. I love how it auto translated the fuck to the fuck. This auto Google Translate bullshit is so much fun to see. It was everything I could hope for, far more than I had any right. And if I it was everything I could have hoped, far more than I had any right, and if you had not convinced me to act a fool, I would have been a dignitary, someone sent by my sister just to provide a presence, but now... She blinked rapidly, looking away. I did not see tears. Now? I am not merely welcome to return, I am promised to do so. A guest of honor. She turned back, looking down at me. Thank you, idol. I flushed, unwilling to accept such praise. I now need to... Oh gosh, that's so loud. Oh no, I have to change recording levels. Oh god. I did not realize I was recording that loudly. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, hold on. At least that's correct. What the fuck was the other one? Definitely caramel. Yeah, that's what I figured. Mostly because, you know, Canterlot uh, ponies would probably be like, "Oh, it's caramel, darling." I, you know, that's fair. Probably doesn't sound too loud to y'all, because I don't know why. It's I have to listen to things very quietly because everything just sounds so loud all the time. But if this sounds fine, I'll keep it the way it is. Might be the recording program, probably. Uh, oh, you're not even hearing what the program's hearing. Can I show you? No. Properties. Let's go with that. She turned back, looking down at me. Thank you, idol. There we go. Oh, so it is like matching the levels that I normally talk at. It just sounds really loud to me. I hope it's not clipping anything. That would be upsetty spaghetti if that were the case. Praise. Unwilling to accept such praise. I'm gonna lower the playback volume to like 50. Unwilling. No. No, cats. Step 85? Unwilling to accept such praise. There we go. 85 sounds like the sweet spot to me. Your Highness does me too much praise. I had not thought nearly so far ahead. My intent was merely that you show yourself as you are... Your Highness does me too much praise. Your Highness does me too much praise. I had not thought so nearly far ahead. My intent was merely to show yourself as you are, and not to pretend yourself a mayor of today's world more than you are. Nonsense. Nonsense, you schemer. Twilight pounced upon the situation before I could even fathom my own means of escape. You know her brother. You did this with Perth. Nonsense, you schemer. Twilight pounced upon the situation before I could fathom my own means of escape. You know her brother. You did this with purpose. Lie to me not. Oh, I need to put in such much more things in here. Oh, no. Nonsense, you schemer. Twilight pounced upon the fact before I could even fathom my own means of escape. You know her brother. You did this with purpose. Lie to me not. Obediently, I got to my hooves, beginning to unwrap my treat. And how were the elements? Did you, as they say, hit it off? However, imagine how Chrysalis would react. I imagine she would be furious and even make plans to actually go to war with the so-called new queen in her hive. I remember reading a story a long while ago. I think it was, oh gosh, what is it called? The author is Night Breeze, I want to say, and it was a way that changeling hives actually, it was an explanation for how changeling hives work, and that there's a changeling queen and a changeling king slash consort. And what it is the consort actually gets almost like entombed in the hive. They literally become the hive itself. And each of the and there's like 4 different hives at least in that universe, and they all, as like a sign of a treaty and trust, they give their own subject, they like trade subjects, so that way they don't become inbred, and whoever that subject goes on to be the prince consort, so that way it kind of enshrines that no hive will go to war with each other, because you're basically fighting your own people at that point. And I thought that was pretty neat that there is a changeling king. He's just the actual hive itself rather than just another person. Yeah, I don't think your first part showed up, Seth. I don't think it did. Part of the hive, part of the bug. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Um, and like Chrysalis's hive actually was kind of an outcast of all the other hives, because they want to just try and live with the ponies rather than enslaving ponies. And it was actually revealed that the changeling consort of Chrysalis's hive, because it was abandoned due to a plot point in that story, turned out that uh, Chrysalis had kidnapped so a changeling from another hive to be her forced consort, so that her hive didn't fall to inbreeding as well. Drink up my buggies, yo ho. Yeah, it was pretty much part of the hive, part of the crew kind of deal. A really interesting way to take a changeling hive and also explain why the hives in the show are so alive. And it's because it's actually a living being. And the whole hive is that one changeling. And their whole thing is to just let the hive prosper. But yeah, Seth, if you want to know whether or not your stuff showed up, what you see on screen is all the chat history that I see. So if it didn't show up there, I'm not seeing it. Crystal finds herself being researched by the new queen, who is not even a changeling. Yeah, that would absolutely be Topaz, that's for sure. That sounds very body horror, and it it pretty much is to anyone outside, but it's normal changeling culture for that species, and that's how they reproduce and maintain peace amongst the various hives in Equestria. But to other people, it's just like, yeah, no, this guy is just like fused to the wall. What do you mean he's like controls how the hive actually functions? And and like they have the nursery being like in the same room that the royal consort sort is part of, because that's the most protective part of the hive, is the literal heart of it. Topaz has the worst changeling disguise of all time. Basically, a specious caricature. No, this is fine. It's still better. Let's see if I can find it real quick, because it was a very intriguing story. Yeah, here we go. Not that one. Yeah. I want to link the story it takes place uh, in the Discord chat, but bear in mind, this is like the third book in a series. You're going to get very lost if you just try go at it whole hog. To be fair, it sounds like most of them were willing. Absolutely. Still pretty messed up no matter willing or not. They are like, they go from just like a basic drone to like being one of the most important, some of the most important changelings in the hive. And so yeah, it sounds messed up, but honestly a lot better than most male bugs in insect colonies, honestly. Weird, I tried to share the first part with, so but still won't go through. Send it through the Discord. Maybe it's just catching it like a chat filter. Also, welcome demo. Damn, Docs, why your muzzle and hooves dark? Wait, are you the kid who ate all my chocolate cake? I can neither confirm nor deny the consumption of a chocolate cake. Whether or not it was your chocolate cake, it would be for a jury of my peers to decide. Buggos being horror movie species? Absolutely. I feel like that's kind of the role that changelings really fit into very well. But yeah, it's nice to see y'all again, Demo. It's been like years? I feel like that's mostly my fault because I am terrible at keeping up with people. But how you doing, mate? Basically, the first part, I was pointing out that, yes, if Topaz ascended and had lings begin to show up wanting to join her hive, Idol would be upset. Yeah. Yeah, maybe that did go through? Maybe just a lot farther back? No, oh no, I don't think it actually went through at all. Okay. But yeah, if you want to send the thing verbatim, just send it in the Discord, because there's a lot less restrictions on Discord than there is on YouTube, even though I don't set any restrictions. on YouTube's end. It's just doing a thing that it wants to do, I guess. It's been months. Steals you. Oh no, my stream. No. uh, let's see. Knox, why are you filtering us? I do not filter anything. Blame Google. They are much easier to blame than me. I couldn't even get my recording software to work for like the first half hour. You think I know enough to filter people? Princess Celestia is furious with Equinox right now. Hey, I did nothing. I've done nothing. I did nothing. I did not. I did not hit her. Oh, hi, Mark. Now it was Luna's turn to flush. Now it was Luna's turn to flush. I have no idea what you mean. Twilight was everything I expected. Fluttershy was, yes, as they say, a riot. I fear I missed Miss Rarity's altogether rather charming. Oh, I have no idea what you mean. Twilight was everything I expected. Fluttershy was, as they say, a riot. I fear I missed Miss Rarity. Although rather charming, even if Pinkie Pie and Rainbow Dash did more to keep the children in the festive mood than I would have liked at first. Ah, yes, the pink demon. Her eyes rolled as she acknowledged my point. Yes, I was perhaps a touch mistaken in correcting her title, but her heart is in the right place. Be she fey or fiend, had she not been there to encourage the children, I fear they may have followed their parents' reaction of actual fear. Still, you must be rewarded. I popped the caramel in my mouth, a particularly sweet and sticky variety, the absolute best kind. Oh, I popped the caramel in my mouth, a particularly sweet and sticky variety, the absolute best kind. Absolutely. Oh no, I lost my place again. No, come back here. Absolutely unnecessary, Your Highness. Only duty. Not at all. I have made my decision, and I am aware of your interests. So it is decided. You shall court my sister. But we blame you. But you shouldn't. Fluttershy's best pony. She is great. I have been. She was my original favorite. It was between her and Rainbow. And now I am kind of bouncing back and forth between Twilight and Applejack. Even though I'm officially labeled as the Applejack of my friend group, I am much more nerdy, and I'm pulling into a Twilight, the Twilight variety. Need to make that more nonchalant. Oh yeah, absolutely agree with you. Not at all. Absolutely. Like she's just throwing it out there. Pirates was being referenced earlier, so an AU Topaz, who is a pirate queen captain, Idle winds up as part of her crew after a barrel he'd been napping in was loaded onto her ship. Idle would never be caught napping. He was only merely resting his eyes. What about Rainbow? So Rainbow is still pretty fun. I just the personality of Applejack and Twilight fit me so much better. Your favorite Sunset Shimmer? I was only counting the main six. If we are counting outside the main six, Then, honestly, I feel like my favorite would be either Stygian or Sunburst. They're both great. But I can't deny Sunset is best Equestria Girl. And I can really only say that because I haven't watched all the movies. I've only really seen the first one and Rainbow Rocks, and I've forgotten most of the first movie because I cringed so hard at the first movie. But Rainbow Rocks is great, except for that one part where I was like, "The Princess of Friendship." I'm just like, "Oh yeah," just oh, that's why Celestia's fears a cake stealer guards. RD's a tomboy, and not everyone appreciates those. Fair. I liked Rainbow at first because I've always been like the quiet one of any group that I've been a part of. So I really enjoyed Rainbow because I wanted to aspire to be more active socially. And then I'm just like, I don't need to do that. I can just be the quiet farmer type or the quiet uh, magic nerd type and just be the one that speaks up whenever something of my specific niche pops up. I'm like, I can do, you have brought this upon yourself and info dump on everyone in the vicinity. I outgrew Rainbow in a sense. Yeah, pretty much, Aster. Also, welcome to the stream. Sonata's best siren. I just love the sirens in general. One of my favorite villains of the entire series. Stygian for the win. Absolutely. Styg. If I had to just choose best pony out of the entire show, from the parts of the show that I have seen, it has to either it's a coin flip between Sunburst and Stygian. And I'm only leaning towards Sunburst more because he's had more screen time, so I know his personality a little better. I wish I knew Stygian a little bit better, but Sunburst is a lovable doofus, a lovable dork, and I appreciate him for that. Your Highness, only duty. Not at all. Not at. Oh gosh. Not at all. I have made my decision, and I am aware of your interests. So, as is decided, you shall have my. Not at all. I have made my decision, and I am aware of your interests. So, it's decided. You shall court my sister. I choked on my caramel. Your Highness! Now, I will hear no argument. Your loyalty must be rewarded, and let us not pretend that mine sister has not shown interest. Before our outing, her jealousy was quite clear. You learn more about staging in the comics? I need to read the comics. I hear they're great. And I actually have a couple of them. I just never read them. If you think about it, they made farming negative emotions harder than it needed to be. If they just hung around a few divorce courts, that'd be well fed. That's fair. They could also just hang around oh gosh. Sirens could have hung around so many different places to farm negative emotions. Like, all they would have to do is just go to midnight premiere of a of someone's book being turned into a movie in the early aughts, and they would be fed for lifetimes. What's not a pit full of sirens? Oh no. Plus Sunburst and Stygian converse. Ooh, nice. I feel like they would be great together. And that also explains a lot of the ship art I've seen online of them. But funny enough, I see more ship art between Stygian and and Sombra, oddly enough, which I never put those two together, but I do not know the shipping. I guess that's true. It's a rule of the internet. If two people exist in close proximity, they will be shipped together. I continued sputtering, and it was I continued sputtering, and it was as though something misfired within my skull as I tried frantically to wave off the honor. Luna is very trolly? Absolutely. Sombra is the go-to gay boy for some reason. You know, you're not wrong there, mostly because of people in a different, sometimes horse server. If I see pictures of Sombra or Sunburst, I send them their way, and I can always plan to get a reaction from them. Yes, because of the umbrella. We pass by on opposites in the street. We passed by on opposite sides of the street. It must have been love at first sight. It really is true, though. I will still argue that it would be cool that if Stygian didn't get separated from the Pony of Darkness, and it just kind of becomes a Venom situation before Venom popularized it, of just Stygian's just there, and he just has this Pony of Darkness power that he can just call upon, and it's just a person living in another being living in his head. Not so much redeeming the Pony of Shadows, but more so he is less evil, 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 and more like trying to be better. This is the fan. Here's your change. Thank you. Ship it. Fanfic writers, to your keyboard. Your Highness misunderstands the nature of your sister's relationship with her guard. Oh, please, Oh, please, mine sister doth surround herself with strapping stallions, and then stands behind them. Her preferences are known, hither and yon, but I reveal to you this, her only weakness is the tall and dark. You have that coloration, and with a few leg extensions, we shall have you so tall you must beat off my sister with a stick. Pony of Shadows. Hey, Stygian, let's get some beers. Come on, even that bug that acts like a pony does it. Idle with a mild Deadpool personality. No, it's Stygian with a mild Deadpool personality. I continued making desperate noises of denial, trying to determine how and where this conversation had I continued making desperate noises of denial, trying to determine how and where this conversation had gone so horribly awry. Fear not, I know you are truly Fear not. Oh gosh, that's way too much accent. Fear not, I know you are truly close with Cadence. It is good that you would have her approval as well. Perhaps you can even convince my sister to give up on this niece nonsense and finally claim her as she should. Who knows, perhaps in time she too will call you daddy. Your Highness. Oh. There was a wheeze from the closet. I launched myself over the princess, throwing open the door to reveal the intruder. Princess Cadence clamping her teeth on one of her own forelegs in a desperate attempt to hide her mirth. Cadence, you have ruined my trick. Cadence, you have ruined my trick. You have ruined my trick. Cadence, you have ruined my trick. And now, gosh, now I have to figure out what Cadence sounds like. Luna writing her own shipfic right here. You're not wrong. Okay, let's see. What does Cadence sound like? Doo-da, doo-da. What does Cadence sound like? Try to have to go mining to see if I can find some cadence. Come on, let's go. Let's see. Cadence. I remember her being more like up here? Yeah, something like this. I know that this in particular is Topaz. And I think Cadence is a little bit back. Is she right here? That doesn't sound right. It might be. This might be Cadence. I have no way of knowing. Gotta make Cadence sound more Valley Girl. No, I am not doing that again. So let's see. I believe Cadence sounds closer. Let's see. Hold on, I need to find Topaz again. Idle. Yeah, Idle. For Cadence, or no, for Topaz, she sounds like this. So I found Topaz. Now I have to find out where Cadence is. I know she's close by. It can't be any forward because that goes into Luna. So it has to be backwards. And I think, let's see, if I go back a little bit, I think this is Cadence. Really top back. Yeah. Okay, here's Cadence. Let's go. I found her. I tried to tell you, it's trick or treat, not trick and treat. I tried to tell you, it's trick or treat, not trick and treat, she protested, half-heartedly under my own glare. Hi, Idle. My eyes twitched. And how much of this are you responsible for? She darted around me, hiding behind Luna, who seemed about to burst with laughter. Only the idea. I told you I'd get back for Wispy and Bold. Only the idea. I told you I'd get you back for Wispy and Bold. I gave chase. And nearly killed me. Cadence's laughter was musical, though Luna only flopped over in her cushions, muffling her own uproarious guffaws. The pink princess let out an eep, and she fled the room, laughter echoing through the halls. Permission to give chase to the intruder, Your Highness. Denied. Your Highness. Denied. Or no, it would be more like, denied. Came Luna's refutation? Refutation. Is it... Oh no. You found another word that I don't know the thing about. But I'm guessing it's refutation, but I'm probably wrong. Do.
Refutation.
Gosh, that was a voice coming out of my computer.
Refutation.
I was right, it's refutation. Came Luna's You gotta, learn the word. Gosh, we heard it. Yeah, right. That's why I said it sounds very, very strong. I've never heard it sound that like that before. Although I am using DuckDuckGo. That's probably why it sounds so different than what I'm used to. Came Luna's refutation in a musical voice. Be not too harsh with her. Truthfully, I came to her and asked how best to get you back. She casually got to her hooves and... Oh. She casually got to her hooves and ambled over, bumping a shoulder into me affectionately. You did me a great service, and I should have given me advance warning of it before sending me out. I could have spoiled the whole thing had I... You did me a great service, and should have warned... You did me a great service, and should have given me advance warning of it before sending me out. I could have spoiled the whole thing had I been a greater fool. Had the elements not helped me out as they had, a good joke, and a good ploy, and perhaps a dangerous one. Still, laudable results, and I had a good time. Twice over you had provided me precisely what I needed. Thrice if you count the day where we met. I will be giving you a gift, an appropriate one, when I have determined just what that is. She gave me a little wink. Not my sister's hoofs. Not my sister's hoof, mind. If you dare seek that, you must seek it through her. I tried to be sullen, truly I did, but Luna's sheer cheer was infectious, and her own self-righteous contentedness... I tried to be sullen, truly I did, but Luna's sheer... I tried to be sullen, truly I did, but Luna's cheer was infectious, and her own self-righteous contentedness radiated from her, and not smiling was impossible. Fine, fine, but know that I have no designs on your sister, nor any pony. We shall see. Much rides upon you. I groaned. Do not tell me you have been upon cadences. Aha! You do know about it! I sighed, trying to rein my sense of decorum. The prank had indeed thrown me off. I would have... Oh, no. I would have to do everything in my power to prevent Circe from learning of this. She, I feared, would weaponize such knowledge. Regardless, there are ponies who have served better than I. One could argue for or against that, came the impish reply. Truly, none have gone so far above the call of... Truly, none have gone so far beyond the call of duty. I have already made my efforts to reward one other who has done so, and I believe we shall see the results of that reward all too soon. Should I be afraid, your highness? Not you, surely, but rest assured I have taken your machinations to heart. You have started this game, friend idle, and I find that I quite enjoy it. Now, you are dismissed. Have a pleasant eve, and try to compose yourself. She gave me a playful poke and ushered me to the door. As you wish, your highness, I saluted, beginning to close the door. Wait, I should be on duty. You have the rest of the night off for being a good sport. I'll not have you pouting. I do not... The door closed with a glimmer of midnight blue magic. The minx. I do not pout. I insisted, more to myself. Maybe I did. Luna's great, isn't she? Something to work on, I decided. And I was not attracted to Celestia, order forbid, no more than any other stallion would dare. Some did, though. Best Princess was, after all, a matter of great argument within the guard, even if not a ranking... Some did, though. Best Princess was, after all, a matter of great argument within the guard, even if not a ranking... Even if not... Oh, gosh. Some did, though. Best Princess was, after all, a matter of great argument within the guard, even if not a ranking any outsider should know about. I was lost in these thoughts, heretical though they seemed. As such, I did not even think to knock when I approached the room I shared with Shining. Oh, have a good night, Karma. Thanks for joining us on stream. He does pout now, absolutely. Idle being best bug 24/7. Absolutely, he's best bug. Just speak better. Like, gosh. Nor did I take much note of the fact that he knelt before Cadence, and her wings were flared in shock. The band he was placing around her foreleg, however, grabbed my notice almost as surely as she did when she tackled him immediately after. It had been a long night, a long week, in fact, but this, the sheer outpouring of love washing over me, burning away the concerns, the stresses, and everything that had gone wrong, it was too much. I had no right to this. This had been meant to be private. I had no right. I fell beside the door, leaning heavily against the wall. Tears fell, and a relief I could not even begin to explain filled me. Joy, both theirs and my own for my friend. Joy, both theirs and my own. Oh gosh. Joy. Joy, both theirs and my own for my friend, struggled to the surface of the vast emotional pool. Finally. Finally, some good fucking food. That honestly is the best timing that you could have had, King Buggo. Gosh, am I really going to have another window just for the Discord chat? That'd be fantastic. Have any of you watched The Mighty Nine? I have not. I have watched Nine, that movie that came out in 2009 that I found out. I read a fic recently where it turns of Twilight's biomom is Celestia and she left Twilight and Bella if you're raising herself. Oh, that's interesting. It's so good. Celestia, Nightlight, and Velvet met on a vacation cruise and spent time together and had a few drinks. Yep, that sounds about right. Idol and Luna are great together. 100%. Gosh, that brings another chapter to a close. Holy crap. I finished reading! Holy smokes! It's never been done before! And you know, I know Farfalla. No! No, sorry. Farfalla being like, oh gosh, no. Like, no. Ew. How dare you? Rename me stream. And now I shall just mark this as editing. Oh, I didn't mean to transition to that. I remember. Huh. Well, I remember there used to be a way so that you could see stuff before it was transferred over. This is illegal. Don't go full clues. Lose those files. Unfortunate Farfalla. I will not lose these files. They're in fact backed up to not only my server downstairs, but a server off-site, so that I am truly practicing 321 for data loss management. These files shall never be lost, unless I accidentally misplace 3 separate files, which I do not wish to do. If you let a changeling into the chocolate factory, you no longer have a chocolate factory, as there are way more than 1 or 2 bug parts per million in your chocolate. Well, it is 1 or 2 bug parts in your chocolate. It doesn't say how big the parts have to be. Alright, can I do multi-view? No? Hold on. Gosh, now I have to see if I can do this. I want to just enable preview? Oh, no, so this is preview. Can I do something else? Huh. You used to be able to split this so that way you can have what you're preparing and then the main window, so you didn't have to do everything on the fly. Kirby doing a very passable, or Circe's doing a very passable Kirby inspection. How dare you practice good data safety practices? So rude. I feel like if one of the drones got into the chocolate factory, they would accidentally fall into vats of chocolate. Then they would suddenly be selling. You know how you have those chocolate covered bugs? Yeah, just that, but life size versions of it. Be a life size chocolate statue of a changeling, just for decoration purposes only. Copy 1 deleted accidentally. Copy 2 corrupted. Copy 3 old version. I don't feel so good. You ate the foundations. That gives the head is on backwards vibes. So wait, hold on. Can I? Oh no. Hold on. Stop. Go back. Okay, I need to figure out how to do this stuff more betterer. Stop moving it. Move. Yeah. There we go. I kept on accidentally clicking on it. Just wanted to. Why would clicking that just automatically transition and not just open up the context menu? Like, really? Ridiculous. Alright, now I can mess around with this until we get something else. I am happy that this is now all set. I can close that out. Well, because of my previous post about the golden ticket and waiver, and accents are not Chocolate Maker's fault. This is true. Oh, interesting. I need to poke around. Oh, it's $60. Why? Oh gosh, that's so. Oh, that's interesting. I am going to have to. I'll have to look into this. I don't know if I want to spend $60. Because that's expensive. But I shall look into that much later. Much later. For sculpting or audio? Hold on, there's plugins I can get? I have never heard of this before. Oh, interessante. All right. I don't know what half of this stuff goes, but I will probably check it out. Maybe never, because I usually don't. But oh well. Oh gosh. Yay. I finally did it. I have won. for the for the first time. I have succeeded in finishing a chapter. Let's go. Actually, now I need to go and see something real quick before I forget about it. Yeah, changeling of the guard. And where are we at? Okay, so I have 54 in the Still of the Night. Perfect. In the Still of the Night. So I need chapter 55. Moonshine Down on Me. That's what I need to edit. Gosh, I am literally 1, 2, 3, 4 chapters now are in my backlog. 4 chapters. Up. So we can expect an upload inside the next week, right? I do not think so. Also, hi Salty. Welcome to the stream. I have just finished reading the first chapter, and I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to do brief editing with the last little bit that's left of this stream. And I also see the DM from the Salt Father. Should I just call him Poseidon at this point? Because, Salt Father, Poseidon's the father of both horses and the ocean, which is salty. I've been recently reading a side story of a MLP Harry Potter fanfic. Goober? Yeah. I thought we established this months ago. Yes, Goober, right here. Everyone say hi to Salty. He's a friend from another friend group. It's weird to think now I have like 3 different friend groups. 2 of them are like almost touching, but not quite. But they all kind of intermix, but not that much. Gosh, I could not imagine live streaming to y'all about what I do on Tails' stream. Even though I'd be well within my right to do so. If I did do that, you'd get a lot of me fumbling around with Minecraft or getting carried in any multiplayer game that we do. I saw to tell us, what did you do? They make fantastic artwork. Hold on. Let me pull up some salty art. Hold on. Come on. If you want to commission him, they're on Ko-fi at the Salty Prince. Gosh, why is my phone only at 48%? You've been charging for 2 hours. What do you mean you won't be charged for another 2? Just realized I haven't been wearing my watch this entire time. Oh no, is my server down? It shouldn't take this long to load up Netflix. Hold on. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you. Let's see. Windows 10 install. Okay, hold on. Something's actually might not be going right. And by not going right, I just mean specifically one of my servers might be down, and I didn't get notified of that, which I am unhappy about. Okay, can I access this? Okay, I can. Can I access this? Not quite so easily. Oh, Docker died. That's why things aren't going good. If wishes were ponies, it would have to be Twilight. It would have to be the Gen 1 Twilight because she had wish powers. She would have to be like any kind of magic, be like, I wish, I wish, I wish. And then it would happen. Check which it's wireless charging because I don't have a really good high capacity charger. I mean, I do. The cord doesn't support high capacity charging. Also, I found out that Pixel 10s actually don't have that fast charging, at least via port, because they're like, we want to protect the battery. It's like, great. Then make it work. Oh. Oh, I see what's happening. Install and restart. I need to restart Docker. Gosh, this is why I need to check on all of my stuff. Oh. Sorry, you're getting tech support pwn while I am continuing to do stuff because this needs to happen. It should have told me this ages ago. I'm so glad that at least one of my services just runs on bare metal and not in a container. The phone itself is on a wireless charger that is plugged directly into the power socket. I don't know how much it's supporting. Let's see. Accu battery. I choose you. Tell me, how many milliamps am I getting? Average charging is 900 milliamp hours. I think that's milliamp. Scuff pwn. Hey, the stream itself isn't scuff. It is my own technical network that's scuffed because I'm the one that has to maintain it. And it's also running on Windows 10 and not like a proper Linux server. I need to do that, but I don't want to figure out how to do NAS stuff. And plus, hard drives are expensive right now. And I don't want to do it. I don't feel like figuring out how NASs work at the moment. Also, I don't have enough capacity to do NASs. You've reached the help desk. Have you tried turning it off and on again? Yes, for the third time. I've tried turning it off and back on again. Would be weird to have amp hours. That's why I've figured. Also, it's a small M and an A, so I'm like, oh, that sounds like milliamp. Although it doesn't have the /H, so I don't even know if it's just milliamp or milliamp hours. I'm guessing milliamp hours because I've only ever heard stuff referred to in power terms as milliamp hours. It'll only charge to 98, but I am told this is a setting. I've tried setting my phone to 80 to set the charge limit at 80%, and it's still set in settings, but it constantly blows past that limit every single night. Like, and if I undo that setting and redo that setting, it'll start working again for like a day, and then it'll just go back to charging at 100% no matter what I set it to. It's so annoying. On one hand, Windows, on the other hand, Windows 10. Yeah, I know I need to upgrade off of it. I plan on doing it. Probably to maybe Unraid, maybe TrueNAS. I will only upgrade to TrueNAS if it supports mixed drives. If I have to get brand new hard drives for everything, it's going to make it so much more harder. But I haven't dived deep into it enough to know whether or not I need mixed drive, whether or not it supports that. But if I do upgrade it before then, it's going to Windows 10 because I know how to work in the Windows environment. Or it's going to be upgraded to Windows 11, but it's going to be a stripped down Windows 11 that has nothing on it, which is what which is what this stream is currently running on, is a very stripped out Windows 11. Like, I don't even have a Microsoft account on this. It's nice. No Microsoft, no telemetry. It's great. I think it is. I think this charging pad's only only a key one. Let's see, charge current 3.2 watts. Or no, voltage. Voltage about 4 millivolts. Average charging speed 20% an hour. It's at 50% right now. It's basically been charging from zero this whole time. Like, I think the lowest it got was like 4%. And yeah, I could get another charger, but this one does it for me most of the time, because I usually charge at night and I just set it on there. And I got a wireless charging specifically because my old phone, the charging port was so crap on it that I would have to sit and be like, okay, is it actually charging? Is it? I'm like, this is ridiculous. It supports wireless charging, so I bought a wireless charger, and now it works great. I don't know whether or not the MagSafe stuff on Pixel phones is messing with the charge current at all, but it usually works because usually it charges overnight. I just didn't put it on the stand last night because I fell asleep without actually preparing for bed, so I'm actually pretty sleep deprived today. But I choose not to show it, and I'm going to have another cup of coffee before I head out. Yeah, it's a 5-hour charger. It's going to take a while for a modern phone like a Pixel 10. Yeah, I figured. That's why I also have a magnetic charger that I have on standby that I use to keep my phone topped off while I'm at work. Okay, my post was, put it in the Discord. If a game's getting eaten on my side, put it in the Discord because I have no control over what YouTube does. Please. I can only do so much. Yeah. Sure. All right. Okay, so that's up again. So everything. What's funny is that I have a service on here that's specifically supposed to ping out and be like, hey, is this awake? Is this awake? Is this awake? And it works until Docker goes down, and then it takes down the pinging service, so I actually don't get notified that the server's gone offline. It works 90% of the time. All right, I was going to show salt art. Some great salty art. I must vamoose. Have a good day vamoosing. Equin. Oh, no, I have to search it by tag, not context, because I don't know why it goes tags first and then context. Well, I need to... Oh, crap. I am doing everything wrong because I'm still not used to this browser. I was going to show you a little bit of my editing stuff, but things have a way of getting away from me. Often. Let's see, can I... Ah, here we go. Some salt art. Copy. And... Can I just paste? Can I drag and drop? Oh, there's new tab. Boom. Yeah. Oh. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? It worked for like half a second, and then it disappeared. Why? I saw a brief snippet of it. Do I actually have to download this? I didn't want to. Yeah, Salty is kind of the reason behind my OC redesign. Not so much because they wanted to redesign my OC. I'm just like, hey, I need to... I want to redesign my OC, but I don't know how to draw. And so they were nice enough to show me how to do stuff. Okay, now can I drag and drop? There we go. And it's actually working now. Yeah. That's supposed to be a... I don't know why it's not transparent. It's supposed to be a transparent piece of artwork. Why is it not transparent? I swear to you, it is actually transparent. It just... For whatever reason... Okay, so that's transparent. Yes, I want to remove that. But the other one wasn't, for whatever reason. Okay. I guess it will work. As long as it works, that's what matters. They always show up so big. But yeah, that's Salty Art. Everyone thanks Salty for making such a great design of my character. Woo! Oh no. Burb. Burb, you can sit on my head. There we go. Salt Burb. Which channel? I recommend you posting it to the Livestream related chat channel. The program that tells me if my server has crashed. No, it's the program that runs inside the thing that runs the program. It's the program that runs the program of the program that tells me that crash. I don't know how better to explain that. Because it's weird, because the uptime calculator runs in a Docker container, which runs on Windows 10. And Docker crashed, not the program itself, but Docker itself. It's been a whole thing. Oh, my burb. No, I accidentally deleted it. I'm not getting it back. Any hoozles. That's going to close that. Going to go there. Going to go back to the main page. Who has mooses? I think Farfalla has mooses. Therefore, I feel vindicated in saying meese. Yeah, if you ever need to commission them, it's Kofi at the Salty Prince. It's great stuff and pretty reasonable pricing. Uh, so, gosh, funny enough, it actually is the time for me to head out. And honestly, kind of perfect timing because I have to go be tech support pwn for a little bit before I head on and do some other stuff. So I shall hopefully see y'all next week. I'm going to try to get back into the saddle. But yeah, we'll see y'all in the next episode. Bye-bye. See y'all later.